Hi friends, I hope you're well. This 40-minute practice is called Unwind and it's pretty self-explanatory. So in this practice, we're gonna work a lot with spiral shapes in the body and sort of using this circular or spiral type of movement to unblock or open certain aspects of our body that may feel kind of tight and just cut off to ourselves and maybe even the world. So expect a really fluid, stretchy class that primarily moves in a circular pattern. I'm really excited to share it with you. I hope you like it. Let's get straight into it. So for this practice, you do not need anything, of course, unless you like using blocks and straps and whatever props allow you to feel more comfortable. Again, nothing is necessary. Just, come as you are. All right, we're gonna start our practice with a bit of meditation. So just settling into the breath, settling into our bodies. So finding a comfortable seat. And when you come into this seat, coming into Sukhasana or an easy seat, meaning that the legs really aren't quite so much in crisscross applesauce shape. They're a little bit more open, a little bit more expressive. So we already start to pull down and away from that hip flexor zone and start to create this blooming of the front body. So when you feel kind of settled, just bring your hands into your lap, just folding one hand on top of the other, letting your shoulders relax, sitting up nice and tall. And then just pulling the chin down slightly, begin to close your eyes. And we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. And then an exhale out through the mouth. Nice, we'll do that again, just a deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And then just breathe steadily in and out of your nose. Try to relax your jaw. And just see if you can let your shoulders melt a little further down along the length of your spine. And just allowing whatever thoughts or feelings that begin to surface in your mind, just allowing them to exist, without forcing them to be something different. And just allowing yourself to be just as you are. And see if you can allow the breath to slow down a little bit more. Even pausing at the interval between inhale and exhale. Really nice job. And then as you start to gently pull yourself back into awareness right before that space or that time of opening your eyes, maybe acknowledging here an intention for your practice of just unwinding, releasing, and unclenching. We'll take another full breath in together. And then as you exhale, softly start to blink your eyes open, just fluttering them open. Wonderful. And we'll start practice. So we're gonna start in a twist. I'm gonna keep my left leg down and then just step my right foot over my left thigh. Turn and twist to close to your right. Now you can hook the inner elbow around that right kneecap, but if you wanna go a little bit deeper, maybe bring the tricep just right over the leg, kind of leaning forward and then pushing yourself back through your shoulders. Keep your chin nice and lifted. And then finally, try to hug that lower belly in towards your spine. Look towards your right. Flatten down or root down through that right foot. Nice, another breath. And then as you exhale, just releasing, come onto your left hand. Bring your left leg out into a kickstand shape and then just stepping your right foot out towards the front of your mat, reach up and over with your right arm. So we just get this long stretch through the side body. Look up towards the sky. Nice, exhale, pull the right leg and knee in, come back to sit, and we'll switch sides. So right leg now is the base leg, left foot over the right thigh. And just finding the amount of twist that works for your body right now. Slowly turn towards your left. Deep breath in. And then exhale, I'm going to release. And so I'm going to come down onto my right arm. Right leg is that base. I just want to stretch my left leg over and then reach out across the mat with my left arm. Root down through the left foot. Maybe look up towards the sky. Nice, and then stepping that left foot back in, just coming down onto your sits bones and then stretching both legs out in front of you. And then with your heels pushing down into the earth, maybe a slight bend in your knees. If you're feeling really tight today, we'll just reach the arms upwards towards the sky, maybe even look up. And then exhale, begin to lean forward. So imagine your chest coming down first, and then just letting the hands and the arms descend downwards. And you just keep pulling your chest and your collarbone forward. And then once you find that maximum amount of stretch, maybe even loosening up through your sitting bones, you can start to turn your head downwards. And we'll just let the breath do most of the work here. And this is a nice time, even though it's early in the practice, to just make sure you're not clenching your jaw. You're not furrowing your eyebrows. You're just working to open yourself up to unwind. Perfect. Inhale, slowly start to come up. Nice. And I'm going to keep my right leg out. I'm going to step my left foot over my right leg. And then this time moving into an open twist. So right arm stays down. I'm just going to twist towards my right. And then use the left arm to just push against that inner left thigh. So sitting up nice and tall, I might even come up onto my fingertips. Look over towards the right. Nice, keep breathing. Wonderful. Now exhale, I want you to coil your right leg in, and we're actually going to continue to spin all the way towards the back of the mat. Shift your left foot forward so you're a bit more comfortable, and then just reach your arms up to the sky, so coming into a low lunge. Keep that left knee stacked over the left ankle, reach up through your arms, relax your shoulders, and then cactus through the arms. Excellent. As you cactus through the arms, point the elbows forward, fingers loose and relaxed, just take your head back. Nice. Try to keep pointing the elbows towards the front of your mat. You know we're backwards, but the front of the back. Keep breathing. Beautifully done. And then exhale, we're just gonna sweep everything down and then draw the hips back. So coming into this Ardha Hanuman shape. Same thing, I wanna pull my chest forward, leading with my heart outwards towards the tips of the toes. Slight bend in the elbows as you just start to fold or lean inwards. Really nice. That left foot's gonna come forward. Tuck your back right toes. Nice. Hold onto this runner stretch, and we're gonna take all of the weight back into the right leg. So I'm gonna come into this Skandasana shape, but really what I wanna do is turn my right toes all the way towards the right, and then just walk the arms outwards into this like down dog side stretch. Nice, let your head drop. Don't be shy, just let everything descend. And then feel your right thigh peeling open so there's that sense of unwinding or spiraling through the right inner hip. Perfect, keep walking all the way towards the front of your mat. And then stepping your left foot out a little bit to the left, let's come on up into Warrior One. So left foot anchors, arms reach up, deep breath. Nice, turning pinkies inwards together, keeping a strong lunge, and then interlacing fingers behind the back, open up, lift your chin. Lean forward, so chest and heart first. I'm going inside to that right inner thigh. Getting a little hotter, pulling chin into chest. Really nicely done, yogis. And then just float your arms down. Step back into a downward facing dog. And just letting your breath kind of settle in the body. Let's inhale here. Exhale, nice and slow. Perfect. Shift your body weight forward into plank, please. And hold your plank for 3 full breaths. So inhale for 1. Just imagining your thighs kind of pulling apart energetically. Second exhale. Feel your arms pulling away energetically. Third exhale, lower down, Chaturanga, all the way to your bellies. And then just coming into a really light cobra, so my legs are strong. I just want to shift my weight side to side. Now as I do that, I'm going to walk my hands forward and just shifting side to side. Perfect. You might go a little bit more to the right. Notice I'm just walking both my hands. And then a little bit more to the left. Walking both my hands. Perfect. Come back towards center. Lift yourself up. All fours. And then meet me again on your fingertips, just like we did in that twist. So coming up onto your fingertips, if that's too much for you, don't force it, but inhale, heart forward. Nice. Peel the shoulders back. Exhale. Really zip up through the belly. Chin to chest. Inhale again, pull forward. Exhale and round it out. And then inhale, pull it forward. And then exhale, just deepest stretch. Really get all the air out of the lungs. Awesome, and then relaxing your hands down, come back to sit towards the top of your mat. Perfect, bring your legs out in front of you. This time we go right foot over the left thigh. I want to turn and twist to my left, so I like using my fingertips, but you can use a block or just a flat hand. I'm going to push the right inner arm into my right thigh, turn and twist. And just trying to pull everything sort of outwards and away from this center line in the body. You feel your left shoulder spiraling out. You feel the right shoulder spiraling out. Heart is beaming forward. Perfect. Now relax. Coil the left leg in. And all I want to do is use my legs to push and pivot myself towards the back of the mat. Right foot comes forward. Arms are going to sweep up. Just keep that knee stacked over the ankle. Really great. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. And every time I say that, what I'm trying to say more clearly is just bring your shoulder blades down. I know your shoulder heads lift, but try to send the shoulder blades down. Awesome. And then bend through your elbows. Point the elbows upwards as much as you can. Relax your fingers. Take your head back. Right, so you feel your heart just lifting up to the sky. Really well done. Exhale, sweep everything down. Little Ardha Hanuman just to give our bodies a break. Want to pull the chest forward. Chin comes down. It's okay to bend the knees here. Easy breath. Awesome. We're going to bring that right foot forward. Come up onto your fingertips. Tuck the back toes. We just want to shift the weight towards the front of the mat. So I'm shifting. Nice. Right foot stays anchored. Left toes turn out. Down dog side stretch. And just letting the head drop. Walking the arms far forward enough. Easy breath. We've got one more together. Perfect. And then we're just going to walk all the way towards the front of the mat and then give your right foot just a big step over to the right for warrior one. Arms sweep up. And then exhale, lunge forward. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Maybe switch the stacking of your thumbs. And then opening through the chest, right? So we feel that unwinding through the shoulders. Lean forward, heart first. Nice, heart first. And then kind of turn inward. Little moment of reflection. Squeeze your left hip towards this midline so you can kind of see when I am not conscious or I'm not really putting full intention into this pose, my hip kind of sasses out. Really try to squeeze the left hip in towards that midline. And then release your hands down. Perfect. Step back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in here. Slow breath out. Come forward into a plank. And we go 4 or 5. Nice. And energetically, we're pulling things away from the center of our mat. Heels are driving back, but crown is reaching forward. 2 more breath, yogis. I know you've got it. And then slowly start to push through the ball mounds of your toes, chaturanga. And let's come into a little up dog. If you still want to stick with cobra, that's perfectly fine. But maybe a little sway in your up dog. And then from here, I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Full inhale. Exhale, relax the jaw. Perfect. Now step your left foot into center. So imagine there were a middle of your mat. Just step it right into that middle of the mat. And then reach your right leg up so you're a little bit more balanced. Bend into your right knee. Open up the hip. Flex your right toes. And then just draw some big circles with your right knee, like big circles. We'll take 2 in each direction. It's almost like a dog at a fire hydrant kind of pose, with just opening up through the hips. As you finish that final cycle, notice how your right knee bends out. Just fling that right foot forward, lizard pose. Drop the left knee. Now you can come onto fingertips, which is a really, really beautiful stretch if you just feel tight, you want to enjoy yourself, you don't really need to get nitty and gritty, but if you do, meet me on your forearms and tuck those back toes, lift the knee. And maybe shift forwards and backwards. Again, just paying attention, am I tight? Where do I need a little extra love? Perfect. And then coming onto your hands once more, we're going to walk all of our energy into our left leg and take Skandasana. So I'm pointing my left toes out. I'm using my hands for support. My hip is really tight on my left side, so my heel isn't touching the ground, at least not right now. So I'm going to take it slow, work with what I've got, maybe balance a bit, maybe reach forward. Just using the breath as an invitation to see where we need more attention. Nice, hands come down. Let's shift our weight back, front of the mat. Please take high lunge. So big spiral forward. Breathe in. And let that exhale just really solidify your legs. Nice. Reach out with your arms. As you reach out, lunge forward, warrior three, and then sweep or spiral the hands back to your heart. Nice. Left toes point down or out. Turn the left hip down just slightly. Almost as if you wanted to turn just a little to your right. Relax your jaw. Keep breathing. Nice. Now exhale. Swing your left leg forward, standing pigeon. So left ankle over the right thigh, and again, we use that exhale to really ground down into the body. Perfect. Left foot stays flexed. Breathe. Beautifully done, yogis. Okay, take your left leg, lift up, inhale, and then just cross your left leg over your right. Nice. From here, arms are gonna come up. Look up. It's okay to bend your knees. Exhale, just forward fold into your legs. Nicely done. Chin into chest. Make sure you're comfortable as you can get in this position. And then just walk your arms over to the right. Little spiral. Nicely done. Now you're just gonna release your left leg. Don't overthink it, release it, and then I want you to use that spiral to send it up to the sky. Standing split. Go as deep as you feel is necessary. Some good ways to go deeper are to hold on to that right calf and maybe start to challenge yourself by looking up to the left foot. There's a micro bend in that right knee. Nice work. Left foot lands back, step back, downward facing dog. Nice, shift your weight forward, inhale to plank. Just 5 full breath. So even using this spiraling sensation in the body to also create a sense of strength, like a soft strength, a pliable strength. And then exhale, inhale. Peel those shoulders back, open up your heart. It's just as if you were blooming. Lift your chin up, push down into your hands, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Exhale slow. Right foot coming a little bit closer towards that imaginary midline, and then left leg up. Knee bends, hip opens, big circles. Keep the foot flexed. Awesome. Really nice. And then as you finish that last circle, kind of pitching that left hip forward, swinging left foot into lizard. Find your amount of effort. And yogis, that is always changing. You know, I think that's probably one of the biggest frustrations in the practice is that, you know, some days we can go to feeling like so flexible and so accessible in our body, but it's a constant practice. So if today you're a little tight and yesterday you were awesome, it's all right. It is just an experience that passes. One more full breath. Perfect, come on up. We're gonna shift our weight, Skandasana, back of the mat. This hip's a little bit better for me. So I'm gonna really work on firming down into my foot, lengthening out through my spine, left toes point up to the sky. Take a breath. And then shift your weight forward. We're gonna come into that high lunge. So big spiral forward. Beautifully done, arms coming up. Relax. Strong legs. Pliable strength. We're gonna sweep the arms forward. Warrior three, slow and steady. Really, really nicely done. Turn that right hip down. So there's a slight pitch to your left. It's really, really subtle, but that right hip likes to open up towards the right. So we're just gonna pitch it down and then come forward. Awesome, standing pigeon. Nicely done. Use that exhale to relax into it. Right foot stays flexed. When you come on up, that right leg tangles behind the left. Step out your feet so you're comfortable. Reach up through your arms. Look up towards the sky. And then exhale, begin to fold. Turn the chin inwards towards the chest. And then a little walk over to the left, please. Perfect. As you unwind, we're going to release that right leg up into standing split, just finding that place that works for you. It is okay to have a bent knee here in both legs. Okay, nothing has to be completely straightened out. Perfect. And then stepping that right foot back, meet me in downward facing dog on your exhale. Inhale, we're going to come back forward into plank. This time holding for 3. Exhaling towards the belly. And then finding that cobra where we took the arms just out in front of us, coming up onto fingertips, and then just swing side to side. So my legs are strong, right? Kneecaps are lifted. Just walking it out. Awesome. Coming up slowly. Meet me in tabletop position. And then just resting back in child's pose, just momentarily. Big toes to touch, knees nice and wide, reaching the arms forward. Inhale, start to bring yourself back into tabletop, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Looking forward in between your hands, yogis, just travel up towards the top of the mat whenever you're ready. Inhale, flat back, just a little halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold into your legs. Inhale, come on up into mountain, big stretch up. And then exhale, finding a center and relaxing the arms down. Let your left leg be your dominant leg. So we're going to step that left foot back in towards the middle of the mat again, and then bringing your right leg into an eagle position. So maybe keeping the toes down if you're on carpet like me and you're a little unstable. If you want to work a little bit deeper, you're gonna have to squat a little bit more deeply to wrap that leg. Reach your arms forward. We're gonna sweep left over right. And then just begin to lift the elbows up in line with the chin. Now you're more than welcome to coil everything in. Just being mindful that the arms stay lifted as you contract through the belly. Nice, another easy breath in. Now exhale, we're gonna unwind, right? Arms reach out, right foot steps back, high lunge. Nice, use the exhale to really send it home. And then inhale, we're gonna push back, turn towards your right, and then come into a goddess position. Perfect, sitting nice and low, bringing hands towards the tops of the thighs. Perfect, just really sitting as deeply as you can into the hips. We're gonna turn that right shoulder down in for a twist. And then planting the right hand down, extending through the legs, reaching out through the left arm. Toes pointing forward. Awesome. Nice, stay with that. Take another full breath. Now exhale, I'm stepping my feet back because the couch is right here and I don't have enough room. I'm just stepping my feet back. What I want you to do is put a slight bend in your right elbow. Bring your left arm forward. Awesome. And you're just sort of reaching out across with the left arm. So reaching beyond the edge of the mat. You can even reach for your left leg with your right arm if that takes you a little bit deeper. Or some of you need a bit more torque in your twist. But just doing what feels good and available. Awesome. And then releasing, turning all 10 toes now forward into pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen the spine, draw the heart forward, and then exhale, melt. Really nicely done. Really great job, ladies. All right, slight bend in that left knee. Right foot comes forward. Now, as your right foot comes forward, give yourself a little bit of wiggle room here because we're going to use a spiral to come into an inversion by placing the hands down. I want to use the left leg we were working on by bending into the left knee, opening up the hip. Again, dog at a fire hydrant shape, and maybe leaning forward, using that circular shape in that left leg to see if there's just a little bit of hang time. Almost like you were gonna cartwheel or pitch the body towards the left. Just working on a couple of jumps, little floats, and then bringing everything back down. Bend your knees, elbow to elbow, and just stretch. Again, if that wasn't, in your wheelhouse, maybe it's too early. Even just stretching, left knee out towards the left, almost like a half standing split is perfect, okay? Take another breath in. Nicely done, yogis. Step back. Let's take a plank pose, just straightening out the spine. And then moving back downward facing dog. Nice job. Perfect. Take a full breath in through your nose. Exhale, travel forward, top of the mat. Halfway lift. And then folding into the body, relax and release. Come on up, mountain pose. And we'll work on that left side. Perfect. Left leg over the right, Guardasana, eagle pose. Just working into it, again, as deeply as you want. Right arm over left. Relax your jaw. Unfurl your brow. All the things that are counterintuitive. Again, if you're on carpet, I know the struggle is very real. And then release. Step back, high lunge. Perfect, arms coming up. Use the exhale to find a strong stance. Great job, yogis. And then inhale, we're gonna push up. Exhale into goddess. Maybe using your hands to smooth out the tops of the thighs. And then my left hand's gonna come down. I'm gonna push through the legs, toes spin out, so there's that bit of spiral, and then right arm up towards the ceiling. Bend in towards your left arm. Reach your right arm towards the front of your space. You can use that left arm to add a little bit more torque. Again, you might not need it. I'm on the fingertips of my right hand. Weight is bearing over my heels. Awesome. And then releasing, shifting weight forward. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Perfect. Right foot's gonna come towards the middle of my mat. Left foot together. I wanna bend into my right knee. Maybe I'm just working on turning and twisting, almost pitching my right hip to the right and just working on this. You know, kind of doing some circles, working on that, maybe a little hop or two. And for me, not my dominant side, so it's a little bit harder, but just working on pitching, opening up that right hip, and just seeing what's available on that side. Again, if you're on carpet, it's probably tough. So do what's available. Breathe. And then bringing both legs down. Grab elbow to elbow and just relax. Nice job, yogis. Bring your hands to the earth, step back, plank pose, and vinyasa. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the breath slow. Come on down to your knees. And come on down to sit. Really well done, yogis. All right, I'm just gonna turn to face you for a little bit of double pigeon work. So bringing my left shin bone forward, right shin bone on top. And just stacking shin bones as best you can. If you're really tight, use a block or a bolster to support any weight. I'm gonna use my fingertips to lean into this stretch. Just taking it one breath at a time. And then inhale, come up. Stretching your legs out, little wide-legged seated forward fold. Toes point up, kneecaps stay lifted. I'm gonna guide my hands down along the length of my shin bones. I'm gonna pay particular attention to this right leg. I'm just gonna take both arms over, nestle right arm down inside of the right leg, turn and twist to the left. If you'd like to go deeper, right arm just unfolds as that left arm reaches towards your right toes. So coming into Pravita Janushirshasana. The legs a little bit more expressive. And then inhale to come up. Nice, exhale. Right leg is base, left leg on top. And just using fingertips to guide my body into this stretch. Keep your feet flexed just to protect those kneecaps and give you a little extra punch on in your stretching sensation. Awesome, lift up, and then taking your legs out wide. I'm gonna guide the hands down towards my shin bones. Turn and kind of twist my body to the left inner arm coming down. I like the variation where it opens out across my thigh bone, but just totally up to you what you're working with. All that matters is that you're breathing. And then inhale, come on up. Nice, exhale, pull your legs in and just meet me on your backs. We'll hug the knees into the chest. With feet on the earth. Just taking the right ankle over the left thigh, a little reclined pigeon. Try to keep the back of your head neutral. I know it's always tough because sometimes your chin lifts a bit. Just getting the back of your neck to feel comfortable. Take another deep breath. Really great, yogis. Exhale, release. Switch sides. Again, any variation of reclined pigeon that is working for you tonight or today is fine by me. And deep breath. Perfect. Exhale, just bringing both feet down and cross your legs. We'll turn and drop the knees over to the right. Now, to add a little extra sensation in this posture, maybe bring right hand to the pinky side edge of that left foot as you actually extend the leg out. Now, left arm can reach out towards the left, but if you want to take it a step further, maybe reaching for that bottom foot and just adding a bind to both legs. Again, we want to keep shoulders back, chest open. We'll look to the left. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, right leg over to the left. I just want to hold on to that pinky side edge. Right hand to left foot. Turning shoulders down onto the mat. And then looking to the right. Beautiful, yogis. Release your stretches. Come back onto your spine. Give yourself a moment to just stretch everything out. So just reaching down through your legs, reaching up through your arms. We'll give ourselves just a minute or two in Shavasana. Nothing too terribly long, but taking a full breath in. Exhale it out through your mouth. And just resting and relaxing. Then taking a full breath in. As you exhale, rolling over onto any side of your body. Lifting yourself up when you're ready. So please take your time. If you have more time to spend in Shavasana, I highly recommend it. But I also understand the realities of real world practice. So bringing yourself up, we'll bring hands into prayer just at the center of the chest. And closing our heads, just closing our eyes, bowing our heads, and sealing this practice off with immense gratitude and love for another day to be in this body, another day to witness our breath and to be a part of this experience. Thank you so much, yogis, for spending your very precious time with me. I know I say it all the time, but I mean it. It's an honor. Namaste.